Hello and welcome then to this News Today special where we will have a special interview today with the Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. But first, our top story today, and it's coming from Gujarat, where finally the Election Commission has announced the election schedule. That's right, the Prime Minister's home state will go to the polls in two phases on December 1st and December 5th. First phase, December 1, 89 seats. Second phase, 93 seats in Gujarat. Counting for Gujarat will now take place on December 8, the same day as counting in Himachal. And this is, of course, a high-stakes battle, quite simply because of it is the Prime Minister's home state, a state the BJP has dominated for more than 2 decades. And because this time, it's not just the Congress that's taking on the BJP, but a possible X-factor in the Aam Aadmi Party. Take a look at the battle for Gujarat. So what's at stake in this battle for Gujarat? Joining me now, Gaurav Bhatia, the BJP spokesperson, Rohan Gupta of the Congress. We hope to be joined by Rakesh Hirpara of the Aam Aadmi Party, Professor Sandeep Shastri of the Lok Niti Network, Premier Political Scientist, Vice Chancellor Jagran Lake City University, and Yashwant Deshmukh, leading cephalogist. But first to you, Gaurav Bhatia. Would I be right in saying that this is a particularly high prestige battle for the BJP? Prime Minister's Karma Bhumi, Janma Bhumi, Amit Shah's Karma Bhumi, Janma Bhumi, a state which you haven't lost for more than 25 years. The stakes are very high for the BJP.
Rajdeep, first of all, I would say that yes, definitely. We are very proud of the fact that under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, Gujarat has given a Gujarat development model not just to India but to the world. And for us, election is not an election. It is a report card from the people of that particular state where they assess our performance and our dedication towards them. I must say, just like the National President JP Nadda ji has tweeted today, we are very confident of creating history and winning both the elections, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh as well. And the reason is very simple. We don't question the constitutional bodies like the Election Commission of India, which Congress and Aam Aadmi Party are doing. We only believe in serving the people of the state. And in 2017, when the results were declared, Rajdeep, I remember you saying the line, for the BJP and the Congress, both, the glass is half full. The BJP is forming the government and Congress has also fared well. But this time I must say that we will create history. And just like the left in West Bengal, I remember it would be the 7th victory in a row and pro-incumbency would become the trend.
Okay. So what you are saying when you say create history again and again, presumably you want to defeat Madhav Singh Solanki's record when he won 149 seats in 1985. So the BJP wants a 3/4 victory. Interestingly, you are referring to the Gujarat model just 2 days or a few days after what's happened in Morbi, which has cast a shadow in a way on some aspects of that model. But Rohan Gupta, would you agree that compared to 2017, the Congress is in a weaker position? Then there was a sense of a partidar revolt against the BJP. The BJP appeared on the back foot. This time, the BJP, perhaps compared to 2017, would you agree, is in a better place? And the Congress, because of internal problems, has not been able to get its act together?
No, I don't think I will agree with that, Rajdeep, because if you see the ground situation in Gujarat right now, I think BJP is, in a worse position in last 27 years. I'll tell you the 18 different groups are doing agitations in Gujarat for their demands, whether it is Anganwadi workers or contract employees or laborers or whatever. 18 different groups. This has never happened in Gujarat. If you see the track record of this government, they were compelled to change the whole government, including the CM. You tell me, Rajdeep, if they had performed well, if they were confident, why any party will change the whole government, including the CM? Because they were fearing the big loss. And let me remind you, 2017, Rajdeep, all the TV channels, they were not confident of more than 36 seats for Congress. I think this time you will see that the undercurrent is different. People are absolutely not happy. Congress is doing ground campaign more. Perception is BJP is overconfident because of that perception. But if you see these last 5 years, the drug scandal, the paper leak, the Hush tragedy, the Morbi Kand, the COVID mismanagement, people on ground are absolutely unhappy with BJP. And I think I was listening to BJP Pravakta. He was talking about being confident. You can be confident when you have delivered something to the people of Gujarat. I think this is your overconfidence, and people of Gujarat, they brought you to the 2-digit last time. It will ensure that that arrogance and overconfidence this time will be shattered by people of Gujarat. And Morbi was the last example of their arrogance. Morbi was the last example of their arrogance, where they even now, after I think maybe 96 hours, no action has been taken.
So what you are saying is that there is an undercurrent that you are hoping will be anti-incumbency, BJP talking of pro-incumbency, but interestingly there's a third factor this time in Gujarat, and the third factor is the Aam Aadmi Party. Rakesh Hirpara, is the Aam Aadmi Party punching above its weight? Do you really believe that you can challenge the BJP? You are a party which in 2017 lost your deposits in all the seats you contested. Yes, there seems to be a lot of attraction at the moment for AAP, but will the attraction translate into votes? Do you have the ground level organization to actually challenge the BJP in the way Mr. Kejriwal is attempting?
Yes, thank you, Rajdeep. Aam Aadmi Party is completely ready for the election. We have been raising the real issues of Gujarat like education, health, unemployment, inflation, farming, etc. continuously. The robust organization and booth level structure are ready. And more than all of this, the people of Gujarat are ready. People want to teach BJP a lesson this time, and this time people have an honest alternative in form of Aam Aadmi Party. So people are going to vote for Aam Aadmi Party, their own party, wholeheartedly. So we are very confident about our organization is ready, booth level structure is ready, and as I said, people are ready.
Let me know, the political parties of course will all claim that they're all ready, but Yashwant Deshmukh, you've done a couple of surveys earlier. I won't come to your latest numbers, but I'm looking at your earlier survey numbers, and those earlier survey numbers clearly show, Yashwant Deshmukh, that the BJP is well ahead of its rivals, and AAP is growing in vote share but not necessarily in seats, and the Congress is in a sense losing out because the AAP is taking a section of its vote share, the anti-incumbency vote share. Would I be right in putting these as the broad trends that have emerged so far in Gujarat?
Broadly, yes. Actually, on one section, I agree with the Congress spokesperson, Rajdeep, that there is significant anti-incumbency on the ground, no doubt about that. But having said that, when we ask the question, do you really want to change this government? A huge number of them say that we are angry, but we are not likely to change the government. And that is primarily because of not having enough clarity on the opposition grounds. Please remember, Rajdeep, when we look at the last assembly election, the 99 and 77 tally looks pretty close. But if you look into the vote share, the gap is almost like 9% between the BJP and the Congress. And that is the skewed vote share of urban versus rural, as you have mentioned many times on your program. But Radhi, please understand the statistical problem that the Congress is facing right now. Our tracker that we do routinely for AAP, the tracker shows that every 100 votes that Aam Aadmi Party is likely to fetch, 75 approximately are coming from the Congress and 25 from the BJP. What does that mean, Rajdeep? That broadly speaking, if Aam Aadmi Party even polls 10% votes, then the gap between Congress and the BJP increases by 5%. So the issue is not whether Congress is doing good or BJP is doing good. The issue is how much Aam Aadmi Party is getting the traction in these elections. And if Aam Aadmi Party polls even 10% vote, this gap of 5 years back that was 10% between Congress and the BJP, it will become 15%. And that is where the arithmetic and all the calculations go for a toss as far as Congress is concerned.
Very, very interesting there, because let us just take a look at what happened in 2017. Just a reminder, the BJP won 99 seats. Their vote share, their votes or their seats rather dipped below 100 for the first time since 1995 when they've been winning elections. Congress won 77, so the gap was a narrow one. The Aam Aadmi Party could not open its account. The BJP got 49% vote share, Congress 41, Aam Aadmi Party 0.1. But of course, Aam Aadmi Party has grown. The question, do you agree, Professor Shastri, the X factor in this election is AAP. The more AAP grows, do you go along with Yashwant Deshmukh that it grows only at the Congress's expense? So 3 out of every 4 votes that the AAP gets is at Congress's expense? Or do you believe the AAP is a party which can damage both the BJP and the Congress in this election?
Made. Lokniti has also come out with a study which we have called the Gujarat Governance Report, which is being reported in the media also. We also believe that the AAP has been eating into the Congress vote, and it has also eaten into the BJP vote. Our study shows that the BJP vote also seems to have dipped a bit. Not sufficient for it to be voted out of power. It still has an advantage. And what our findings show is that the AAP vote share is very close to the Congress vote share, and I think the real alarm bells should be ringing for the Congress in terms of the fight for the opposition space in Gujarat. I think that seems to be the big story of the as the election is unfolding. And finally, Rajdeep, today in the Hindu there is also a piece which I have authored from our survey which says the real factors which seem to be influencing the Gujarat result or the Gujarat election is the fight between the national leaders. It seems to be a fight between Narendra Modi and Kejriwal as being projected, and the Congress still seems to be trying to get a foothold in the campaign. But it seems to be largely revolving around national figures and national issues. And maybe it's to the BJP's advantage because there's clearly a visible anti-incumbency which they would like to circumvent by the type of projection that is happening.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting point that I want to take to you, Gaurav Bhatia. Is the BJP fighting this election still in the name of Narendra Modi? Mr. Modi is no longer the Chief Minister of Gujarat. The fact is, just 12 months ago, you changed your Chief Minister, you changed your entire cabinet. Many would say this was a signal that your party had somewhere failed at the state level. Therefore, you want to bring in Mr. Modi as your Brahmastra, if I may call it that, because your local level outfits have failed. There is anti-incumbency against MLAs, against state government, so you need Mr. Modi. Would you agree this election for the BJP is now going back to Mr. Modi to pull it off for you?
Rajdeep, first of all, it's a matter of pride for not just the Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakartas, but for every citizen of the country that we have a leader like Shri Narendra Modi ji. Yes, he's definitely our Brahmastra, and we have a Brahmastra, and I think the people have been blessing the Bharatiya Janata Party because of him. But let's not forget, double engine ki sarkar. Why do we say that? Because it's not as if we have a government in a state and we have an honest chief minister who's performing. His hard work is not rewarded by the people. Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa.
But if it is a double-engine sarkar, sorry to interrupt, why did you then replace your chief minister? But why did you replace your chief minister then just 12 months ago? Replace the whole cabinet. If it is a double-engine sarkar that functions so effectively, you change the driver of one of those engines. Clearly, something was wrong.
Rajdeep, you must read the Bhagavad Gita. You know, Lord Krishna said that Shresht bhi Uttam ban sakta hai. So, you may be very good. You may become the best. And our workers and leaders, they do not lust for power like the Congress party and the most corrupt Aam Aadmi Party. We are here to serve the people of Gujarat and other states, as well as when there is a change, nobody complains. They play a different role within the organization. But having said that, now let me make a few points rebutting the points made by the Congress as well as the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. One, you know, we must not forget the way they target the Election Commission of India, the Supreme Court of India, the Parliament, the Prime Minister office, even the army, and the people of the country as well, because they do not have faith in the systems that are there in place. And if they have a problem with the Election Commission of India, why is it that Ashok Gehlot and Bhupesh Baghel not resign forthwith? They should resign, because it is the same Election Commission of India which had the elections under their leadership. Second, they talk about undercurrent and silent voters. I remember in 2017, Gujarat also, Uttar Pradesh, they were talking about undercurrent and silent voters. Uttar Pradesh is a classic example. They contested 399 seats. They forfeited their deposits in 387. And after the results are declared, their leaders are nowhere even to discuss the failures. Rather, sometimes they pop up to say it's their moral victory. Now coming to the Aam Aadmi Party, what is the Papi Aap model? I am asking you, I charge Arvind Kejriwal that he is actually guilty of dereliction of duty. We are all seeing how stubble burning is happening in Punjab, and he is rushing to Gujarat. His deputy CM is accused number one in a corruption scam. His minister has not been granted bail in the last 5 months.
Sir, it's interesting that you are saying that Arvind Kejriwal is spending more time in Gujarat than he is in Delhi. So, sorry, because I want to go to the others as well and give them equal time. I have limited time. You're saying that Arvind Kejriwal is spending more time in Gujarat than he is in Delhi, where he should be, where there's serious pollution. Many will say the same is... Yeah, just a minute. Let me get them all in. Rohan Gupta, this undercurrent point. As you've heard from Gaurav Bhatia, he said that the Congress keeps saying there's an undercurrent. Okay, yeah, okay, very quickly, Gaurav Bhatia, 30 seconds.
Yes. राजदीप बाबू, कहा जाता है जनपद में बैठ के जनादेश का नहीं पता चलता है. And what am I saying? I am saying if he was fulfilling his responsibility, he was free to roam anywhere in India and campaign for the party. I am talking about issues that he needs to address. Narendra Modi ji is doing a phenomenal job as the Prime Minister, and then he is campaigning for the party. It's not a case of dereliction of duty. It's not a case where half the Council of Ministers is corrupt and is facing corruption charges.
Rajdeep.
Okay, you made that point, but Rohan Gupta, this undercurrent point. The point that, the Congress keeps saying there's an undercurrent in elections. We saw a little bit of it in Gujarat last time, but still not enough to defeat the BJP. Do you concede, as our experts are also saying, the Aam Aadmi Party could actually be taking the Congress vote in a state like Gujarat? The opposition vote will get split, and that is your biggest threat this time for the Congress. It's a question of your existence in Gujarat.
See, Rajdeep, this is the interesting difference between Gujarat and other states where Aam Aadmi Party has fought election with the objective of being B party of BJP. If you see Uttarakhand, if you see Goa, yes, you are absolutely right. But Gujarat is different, Rajdeep. Let me tell you. I think I was listening to Mr. Deshmukh. He was saying that for every 100 votes, 75 votes will go to Aam Aadmi. No, that's wrong. Aam Aadmi Party, after declaration of candidate, they might have created media buzz by their ad spendings and all, but after the candidates have been declared, the graph has suddenly gone down because the candidates are not known, because at the end of the day, elections are fought by the candidates. And let me tell you, whatever candidates they have declared, whether it is Ahmedabad or other cities, I am sure whatever little damage they are going to make, their strategy will backfire and they will affect more BJP than Congress. This is my calculation. Maybe the original one was Mr. Deshmukh might be right.
Okay, so there are those who believe that the AAP... Okay, you make that point, but Mr. Hirpara, you want to respond. Who is your main target? Mr. Hirpara, who is the Aam Aadmi Party's main target in Gujarat? Is it to become the main opposition and take on the Congress, or is it to take on Mr. Modi and the BJP?
BJP is our we are taking on BJP. And one more thing I want to add, अपने पापों को छुपाने के लिए भाजपा गीता जैसे पवित्र ग्रंथ का उपयोग कर रही थी. मैं उसी गीता से बताना चाहूंगा कि उसी गीता के 9वें अध्याय के 10वें श्लोक में लिखा गया है, हेतु नानेन कौन्तेय जगद्वी परिवर्तते, अर्थात परिवर्तन संसार का नियम है. तो परिवर्तन इस बार गुजरात में होगा. थैंक यू.
Rajdeep.
Okay, you're using the Gita, but Yashwant Deshmukh, Let's
need
look at
30
the
seconds,
reality
Rajiv.
on the ground. When you said that you believe that there is an element of anti-incumbency, can you explain? Are you saying that people are tiring? Is it fatigue or is it anger on the ground? Is there an anger at non-performing MLAs, or is this fatigue after 25 years of a government that people are actually, there is a section looking for change?
All of this mixed up, Rajdeep, and also the fact that almost half of the Gujarat voters do not have any memory whatsoever of a Congress rule. Let me be blunt about this. So BJP getting votes showing that we are better than the Congress, it works perfectly fine as long as people remember, voters remember what the Congress rule was like. But for 25 years, I mean almost like more than 60% of the Gujarat electorate actually was born in the BJP regime and brought up in the BJP regime. So they don't remember what it was at the time of Congress, number one. Number two, when I said that out of 175 are coming from the Congress, doesn't mean that out of every 100 voters, Aam Aadmi Party is getting 75 voters. What I was trying to mention was that where they are making the impact. Third thing, Aam Aadmi Party voters do not really vote for their candidate. AAP did not win Delhi or Punjab by putting up a good MLA candidates. You know, their vote was just vote for the symbol for a change. Number four, as far as BJP is concerned, Rajdeep, I have no problem in saying that BJP largely is getting vote just because of the trustworthiness of Prime Minister Modi. Nothing more, nothing less. You remember what happened in Uttarakhand? They changed 3 chief ministers. Even the sitting chief minister lost while the people made sure that BJP wins the Uttarakhand election. So yes, as long as as far as BJP is concerned, their prime thing to get vote is the image and trustworthiness of Prime Minister Modi. Beyond that, you remember our Mood of the Nation poll for India today. So in the top 10 chief ministers, Rajdeep, there was only one single BJP chief minister, that was Himanta Biswa Sarma from Assam. So you understand what is the problem of BJP.
But we've seen Yashwant, that when the Prime Minister is not on the ticket, in state election where the Prime Minister is not on the ticket, the BJP's graph goes down. Would I be right in saying Gujarat is different because it is the Prime Minister's Janma Bhumi and the Karma Bhumi of the Prime Minister? So in a way, like it or not, Mr. Modi will be on the ticket. Am I correct, Yashwant?
Yes, there are two reasons for being different. Number one, that of course it is a Karma Bhumi and it's a question of Gujarat's Gaurav for backing up Prime Minister Modi. But also because of the base is too high. Yes, I understand, Rajdeep, that BJP gets a PM dividend when the Lok Sabha election is there, they get 10-15% more. Or in the assembly election, they get 10-15% less because it is the assembly. But in Gujarat, the Lok Sabha bar was 60%. So even if they go down 15%, then their lower bar is 45%. You know, that is where the problem of the arithmetic is. And now with the Congress getting 40% plus, it would have gathered of the BJP. But Aam Aadmi Party eating 10, 15, 20%, that is a vertical split of the opposition vote. And this is where the arithmetically speaking, even after facing anti-incumbency.
So you're saying that there is an arithmetic angle, there is a chemistry angle. I take your point, Yashwant. You know, Professor Shastri, one final point, which is very troubling to many in Gujarat, or outside Gujarat certainly, that the battle seems for the Hindu vote. The entire focus is how do we consolidate the Hindu vote. In 2017, there was a battle in a way for the Patel vote, one of the dominant castes of Gujarat. This time it seems it is about Hindu vote. Even Arvind Kejriwal is accused of focusing, how do I get the Hindu vote? Let's put Lakshmi on currency roads, let's put Ganesh. Is that what it boils down to, that the power of Hindutva, the laboratory that Gujarat has become for the BJP, gives it an advantage, along with, of course, the fact that it is the Prime Minister's home state?
Rajdeep, you are right in terms of the type of consolidation that is being seen. There is no shadow of doubt on that. And our own study seems to show that there is that consolidation that is happening. And also the fact that the Patidar vote is being consolidated behind the BJP. But I would take Yashwantji's point one step further. Our own projection in our articles has been that the AAP vote is coming to around 22%. And 20 of that 22% comes from the Congress, so only 2% comes from the BJP. that is 9 out of every 10 votes that the BJP, that the AAP is getting, is votes which earlier went to the Congress, and only 1 out of 10 is from the BJP. And that's where the BJP, I think, stands at an advantage. Will it change during campaign? That's a different issue. And one more point, Rajdeep. Our study also shows something like a two-thirds satisfaction with the performance of government, even though 9 out of 10 people say there is price rise, there is unemployment. Now, this is an interesting paradox. You are unhappy on critical economic issues.
Very interesting. And
9 out of 10 say price rise, 9 out of 10 say unemployment, but 2/3 say satisfied with the government, which means the absence of an alternative sometimes is pushing possibly the voter back to the BJP.
very interesting. As I end, I believe, Gaurav Bhatia, you had a slight objection to a word I use. Are you telling me that you're not trying to consolidate the Hindu vote bank? A quick response, that Gujarat is at the end of the day your Hindutva laboratory. It's not Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, it's who gets the Hindu vote.
Rajdeep, for you, you might say it's a laboratory of Hindutva for us, and I respect that in a democracy like ours, where you have the right to voice your opinion. But for the Bharatiya Janata Party, remember, it's also a laboratory of development, of honesty, the way we have delivered. And yes, we take a lot of pride in the fact that Hindu...
So you're saying this 3 or 4 days after what we've seen in Modi?
Because Aam Aadmi Party leaders... I am, because, Rajdeep, let me just complete my point. You are missing out on the aims that have come there. 12 new medical colleges. For the first time, 1.7 crore people of Gujarat have opened bank accounts. 10.5 lakh families got pakka houses. 97% households have tap water connection. 36 lakh women got gas connection. 1.5 crore Pradhan Mantri Jayama cards were given. Rupees 5 lakh to families for health cover. And I must say that if somebody says temples are a place for exploitation, we will strongly stand up to that. We will strongly stand up to that.
Okay. But I want to also make the point, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, that the glass is also half empty. We've seen that when there have been job applications for talatis, for a few hundred applications, thousands and lakhs of people are applying in Gujarat. So there are clearly serious issues that exist when it comes to issues of unemployment. Price rise also has been an issue. Okay.
Yes, जनपद से जनादेश को मत जानिए, जमीन पे जाइए, राजदीप जी पता चल जाएगा.
See, Rajdeep, this is so-called double engine.
I spent a lot of time traveling in Gujarat.
27 years old.
Yes.
This is 27 years so-called double engine, which eats more diesel and gives less average. This is the fact of BJP. We have seen in last 96 hours, Rajdeep, such a serious incident, and even now, no serious people, no serious accused have been arrested. This is Mr. Modi's Gujarat. The drugs, let me end it there.
Whether this is a double engine ki sarkar that has run out. Okay, whether it is a double engine sarkar that has run out of, in a way, fuel, or whether this is actually the real symbol of the power and dominance of the BJP in the times in which we live. That's why Gujarat will always remain in present times, an important high-stakes election. Appreciate all my guests joining us. Thank you all very much.